I assume you're watching this video because you're basically a Hinto pro. You use it all the time, you love it, and now you want to get more out of it very easily. And you're thinking, okay, I like adding people to projects, but now I want to be able to just share it. And I heard that there's a new feature that came out that lets me just send anything as a PDF, you know, that wonderful format from 1993. So here's a deep dive into how to export and send things inside of PDF formats. The reason why this is a video is because there's more than one way to do this. Let's dive in. So we're in a project right here. This is one of our meeting recaps templates. This one is the single kind of one-pager. And I want to be able to export this. So I'm going to just tap here on the top to just export this page. And so here we have four options: copy content, download HTML, download Markdown, and PDF is the new option here. Once you tap it, it's going to start downloading to your computer. And then once you have it, it basically will look like this. This is the PDF. You see here that basically it's very much the same thing as you would inside of your project. It's just a little bit more scaled down to something that you might want to even print out if you need to or share. There's also images are embedded here fully. And the longer the PDF, the more images most likely you'll have or content in there. So you might be wondering, but what if I want to, export more than just a single page? Can I do that? Yes, you can. So here we have another example where there's a group of articles here that we'd like to take. One option that we have here is the ability to export as a PDF the actual folder. So you can tap here, export to PDF, and it's going to download the full PDF, and it'll look exactly the same way. Now, the third pro feature is, imagine if this had a series of calls, and maybe it's calls with one particular partner or one particular department, and someone's asking for just everything all together in one place. Maybe they want to reread it. Most likely they're going to put it into ChatGPT and ask it some questions, and here's the option. So you go to Settings, Export Project, and here we have the option to download everything inside of this project as a Markdown, as an llms.txt, which is a fancy version of a Markdown, and the same thing, kind of, and the download PDF option. So once you hit this, it's going to actually start downloading your full knowledge base. This might take a little bit of time because it's just a bit heavier and there's more things in it. But basically, yeah. And then finally, if you need to, and you have bits of content inside of this partners or department's knowledge that wasn't recorded in a video, but someone sent to you over Slack or some other kind of messaging service or in an email, and you want to add that in, you can add a blank article here. You simply add the title, additional notes, for example. You click create, and then here you can basically copy paste any kind of content in, or you have the option to basically import an article through Markdown. This is the pro feature. For example, if you're moving over content from Notion that is published but isn't getting indexed by Google, this is a great option for you as well. Let me know if you have any questions or follow-ups. Thanks.